You suffer a terrible injury as a result of a doctor's improper care and decide to bring a lawsuit against him. What happens if the doctor ignores your lawsuit and doesn't tell his insurance company about it? You want to learn what happens? Come join me for a moment as I share with you some terrific information. Hi, I'm Gerry Oginski. I'm a New York medical malpractice and personal injury attorney practicing law in the state of New York. When a lawsuit is started, those papers are then delivered to the doctor. If the doctor ignores those papers, a number of things are going to happen. He has a certain period of time in which to answer the allegations in your lawsuit. If he fails to do that, we can then go ahead and enforce a default action. Now, what does that mean? Imagine the Mets are playing the Yankees and the Mets don't show up. Well, the Yankees will get an automatic win. It's known as a default. The same thing in a lawsuit. If the doctor doesn't show up, we get an automatic win. It's known as a default. And we can ask the court to enforce that. And then the court will determine, based on a hearing, with evidence, with medical testimony, how much compensation you are going to receive as a result of your injuries caused by this doctor. Let's say the court determines that you are entitled to receive $5 million in damages. Well, what does that mean now? It means that we will have obtained a judgment against this doctor for $5 million. Well, what do we do with that piece of paper that says you are entitled to receive $5 million now as compensation? Well, now we have to go through different procedures in order to try and enforce that judgment to obtain the compensation for you. If the doctor ignores your lawsuit, basically we get a default win. And then we go to a hearing to determine how much compensation the judge is going to give to you. And once we get that piece of paper, that judgment, now we can go ahead and try and enforce that judgment to obtain the money that the judge has given to you. So why do I share this great information with you? I share it with you just to give you an insight and an understanding into what goes on in a medical malpractice case when the doctor refuses to acknowledge or participate in this actual lawsuit. You know, I recognize and realize you've got questions of your own. Well, if your matter did happen here in New York and you're contemplating bringing a lawsuit, but you have questions that need answers, what I invite you to do is pick up the phone and call me. I can answer your legal questions. You know, this is something I do every single day, and I'd love to chat with you. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at Gerry, Gerry, at oginski-law.com. That's it for today's video. I'm Gerry Oginski. Have a great day.